So hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial we'll be talking about how to draw basic bodice pattern. So the following are the tools needed for this tutorial. One, you will need your tape, the tape rule or your measurement tape. Then you will need your sellotape. I will prefer the paper one so it's easy to remove in case you want to use it. You need your scissors if you want to trace out your line or cut out your line. You need your pattern master. Yes, why I prefer this pattern master is because this curve can be used for your curve, like if you want to do your hammer curve, your hip curve, your anything. Even this shade too can be used for any part of it, and this straight part of it can be used to roll. So I prefer this. And then if you have this French curve too, it's very important. You can use it too. You need your eraser. Yes, in case we make any mistake, you can easily erase. You need your pencil to draft, but at times you can use your marker, but most times I prefer using pencil because it's easy to erase when we make any mistake. And you can also get yourself a plain paper for your calculations. Then you also need your pattern paper, which is this that I want to use. This is your pattern paper. This is your pattern paper. We can make use of our pattern paper to do this. You can make use of the brown one, you can make use of the dotted one, you can make use of the baked one, any one you see, but this is the white pattern paper. So the measurements needed for these bodies, you need your blouse length of 20. This is the one I want to use. I have a blouse length of 24 inches. I have my bust of 40 inches. I have my waist of 36 inches. I have my nipple to nipple of 9 inches. You get? So let's go. So if you notice my pattern paper, there's this marginal line that I wrote at the edge and even at the edge of this paper too. This is just to indicate where we are starting from in this particular tutorial. So this is the first thing you're going to do. From your shoulder to your bust line is 10. For this particular person I want to measure is 10. Just take from the margin line, measure 10, measure 10. Actually, depending on the person, the height of the person you want to measure. Some people from their shoulder to their bust line can be 9, some can be 8, depending on the height of the person. But the person I'm using, I want to draft for, our height, the blouse length is 24. Some people's blouse length can be 22, some can be 21, depending on the height. So the person's blouse length is 24. That is why our bust line from the shoulder is 10. So we can also include it to the measurement. Bust line, the bust line is 10. So my half length, let me add to the measurement so it will be easy for you. My half length is 16, which is from your shoulder to your waistline is 16. Then that is it. So the full measurement is now 24. So my bust line is 10. So from the half length is 16 according to our measurements. 16. Just then my full length is 24. So we are working with 24. Just pay attention. It is easy, it is beginners friendly, so it is easy to understand. Just 24. Just take it straight down. So these are the 3 lines that we need. So this is our bust line, this is our waistline, and this is our blouse length. Okay, let me indicate this so it will be different from the bust line. This is our blouse length, the full length. So that is for that. So my customer's shoulder, that is from one edge to the other edge, is 16. The shoulder is also 16. So let's apply it to the pattern now. Take your tape. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. From the edge to here is 8. So it's 8. Just take your measurement tape. Since this is 8, come down so it can be straight. Pick 8 again. So how to get the length of our hammer? This is the way you go about it. Your bust, since our bust is 40 divided by 6, that's how to get our hammer. 40 divided by 6. If I'm not mistaken, that should be around 6.1. So just add 1.5 inch to it, of which will give us 8.1. Let's just approximate it to 8.5. So the length of our hammer is 8.5. Is 8.5. Take your ruler, just take it down. So since the bust of the person is 40, just take it out. You can decide to take it out by 3 inches, 2.5, depending on how you want it. You can even decide, okay, let's just use 2.5 to make it not so long. Take it out by 2.5 inch, like that. So our shoulder is always sloping. Our shoulder is always sloping. So you come here. Let's assume my neckline is 3 inch by 3 inch. This is the front part. We are still working on the front part. So 3 inch by 3 inch. Cool. So note that from this place to this place will be 5 inches. Since we have 8, we've taken away 3 to be 5 inches. Note, and our shoulder slope, there's always this slope at our shoulder. Just come down with ½ inch, or okay, let's just use 1 inch, 1 inch or ½ inch, depending on how you want it. We can even use 3/4. So you drag from this marginal line to the slope to form our. Then you take your curve. You take your curve to create the neckline. So from the hammer, let's now go to our hammer curve. We have 3.5. Okay, we have 7.5 here. So the middle point is like 3/4. 3/4. So since it's the front part of the dress, just come back, like come in with ½ inch. With ½ inch. Take your curve. Take your curve. You go. So that's the front. It's because it is the front part. That was why we went in by ½ inch. But if it is the front part, don't worry, just watch me. When we get to the front and the back part of it, you'll see the way I'll bring out my hammer. So this is our hammer. So the next thing is, let's come to our, to get a blouse fitted, we have to put our darts. So to get our darts, in our measurements, we have nipple to nipple as 9 inch. So this is what you will do. You divide your nipple to nipple by 2, which is 4.5. Okay, let's go. So from your waistline, bring out your 4.5. This is 4.5. Your blouse line, your bust line, so bring out your 4.5. Then at the blouse line, so which is the blouse length, bring out your 4.5. Then take your ruler to get a straight line. So this is what you will now do. From your waistline, take ½ inch from the inside, then ½ inch from the out part of it. Then from the blouse length, you come up with 2 inch, and from the blouse length, the bust line, you come down with 1.5 inch. So this is what you will do. Take your ruler. We're trying to create our darts. Very simple. Can you see it? You just try and watch this video. If you don't understand anything, call me, send me a DM. I'll explain better. Just try and listen to this video. This is how to get our dart. So when you want to sew it, this is the same shape to give you or to bring out when you are doing the production part of it. So that's for our dart. So the next thing is, let's take our measurements. Our bust, the bust is 40. To get your normal front measurement, divide 40 into 4, which is 10. So let's work with our 10. Always remember that this front is on fold. It is on fold. When you want to cut the fabric, you understand better. But just note that the front is always on fold. So from the bust line, bring out your 10. This is 10. Then our waist is 36. 36 divided by 4 will give us 9. So from the waistline, bring out your 9. Then the last one, which is the hip line. Sorry, I did not give you the measurement for the hip line. Okay, our upper hip, you can call it the hip line or the upper hip. Let's call it upper hip because it's the down part of the blouse, not the skirt. So this is the upper hip. So my client measurement is 44 for the upper hip. So divided by 4 will give us 11. So take your ruler as usual. Take the ruler. So you follow it. Follow this is it. This is the shape of our blouse. Then from the blouse line, take it down to the armhole. Take it down to the armhole. So there's something I need to tell you guys. See, the waist, note something. You know that when we wanted to mark our dart, this place is big. Do you know that? So when you take your tape, you know, from this place we took half inch, half inch plus half inch, that's 1 inch. So we need to add the 1 inch back to our waist. So from this your waist, bring out the 1 inch. This is our 1 inch. You will not take your measurement tape. Sorry, let me use my ruler. You take your ruler, you come. This is the way our dress will be right now. Just take it like this and join it with the armhole. Do you understand? Why is it like this? It's because when you when you pick this dart, when you're about to do the production, where we want to sew, when you pick this dart, the shape will come back. This 1 inch will go out from this particular side. Do you really understand? This 1 inch will go out, so it will not come back to our normal 9 that we want. When you take this measurement now, you notice that this is 10. Yes, this is 10, but we need 9. But when after sewing, it will not come back to the exact 9 we want. So to make it easy for us, so we will not make mistake when we're about to cut out, let me just erase this. Let me erase this. So it will, that's the main reason why I said let's make use of pencil. A pencil is better. So when you take your ruler, just from this our armhole curve, make it easy for us, pull it down so it's easy for us to indicate. So with this, I guess we are done with the front part of our dress. Let's now move to the back part of it. Before going to the back part, I would like us to let's cut the front part out, so it will be easy for us to place on the back side of it. Part of it, let's just alter it on the front part so that it will be easy for us when we want to place the front on the back. From here, just come down with 1 inch and 3 inch by the side, which is 1 by 3 inch. Can you? So the only thing we need to alter is the back neck, and for the armhole, you know, this for the front we came back with half inch, but this time around we are just using the normal length, which is, just take your ruler, take your master, your pattern master or your curve, then from the edge of the armor you curve and you stop at the point, meaning that the back part of it is coming this way, which the front part of it is coming inside, like went inside, and there is not a curve for the back part, meaning that the back part is coming from the shoulder directly. There is not a slope this time around. So this time around, let's cut out our pattern. So guys, we'll be working with the back curve right now. So when we get to the normal back pattern, we will not trace it out from the front. Just follow me as I cut it out so it will be easy for you too. Just walk with the line. So after cutting out the front part, this is the front part. You look for, get another pattern paper which we are using for the back. Place the front one on it, like place it on it. Place on it. Then cut out the margin line first. Cut out the margin line first. Follow the armhole. Please note that I'm following the back armhole now. That's what I use for the front. I use the back armhole first, and that is what I'm still tracing out from the back. So the back armhole. Sorry, don't mind my paper. Please be careful with these papers when you are using them because they get damaged easily. So note that, please, for the back, since you place the back and the front together, pick your scissors, trace this out, the back alone, the neck of the back alone. Can you see that? Then you will now remove the back. Okay, let's cut out our margin line, which is the first. Another thing to do, you know, the front and the back is carrying the same margin line. Now just cut out your margin line. So I need to be very careful when I'm doing this, so there won't be any mistake, and to get our accurate fitting. So this is the back. Don't worry, I'll still have to bring the exact thing here. I'll have to take it back to the back pattern. But for the front, let's work on the front now. You cut out the slope. You cut out our armhole for the front. Then the neck for the front. Can you see that? So hold on, let me. So this is for the front. So I had to transfer everything at the front to the back. So this is our back. This is our back. So mind you, I said something the other time that note that all this pattern is always on fold. What is the meaning of on fold? Okay, let me assume this is my fabric. This is my fabric now. You know, this is a very big fabric. So you get. If you want to cut any fabric, note that you have to fold into two before cutting out any fabric. So that is why I said it is on fold. So assuming this is my fabric, you will have to place this. You have to place this on this to get what you need. So this fabric, you fold it into two, but this particular one you don't have to fold again. Do you understand? That's the meaning of on fold. That's what I mean by on fold. So back to our pattern. So this is for the front part. Let me name it front part, and this is our back part of it. Part of this. Okay, another thing I did here is, you know, from the back I said the dart will stop at 1.2 before the bust line or the chest line, 1.2 before the bust line, and it will end 2 inches before the blouse length. So at the back here, it will still end 2 inches before the blouse length, but it will stop 1 inch before. This time around it is 1 inch, not 1.2, not 1.5. It will stop 1 inch before the chest line or the blouse line. Do you understand? At my back, we worked with 3 by 1, and for the front we worked with 3 by 3. That's different. So the front is slopey, the back is straight. That's different. So there's one thing I want you guys to notice. If you notice something, we did not put anything like allowance in case you want to cut out from your clothes. We did not have allowance. Yes, it is like that because we are working with block. This is block pattern drafting. Like we are working with the accurate measurements without allowance. So in the next tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys on how to add allowance to the clothes. Like when we want to cut out this, how to add allowance to it. Then the back part of it, how to add zip allowance too. Then the down part of it, how to add the down allowance. Like that. Don't worry, when we move to the next lecture, you'll learn more.